My name is Vanda Kefan, and I'm from Congo Brazzaville. And I went to school. I've been to a lot of schools. So before I moved here in Colombia, I used to live in Portland, Oregon, and I went to Hop, um, Reynard Middle School there, and then I went to Reynard High School for my freshman year, first semester, and then second semester I moved here in Colombia, and I went to West Junior High. And then my sophomore year, I went to Hickman, and then my junior year, I went to Hawkridge until now for my senior year.
So, kind of, how have you, how hard was it for you to kind of take up a new language when you first moved to the country, and kind of what was that experience like trying to kind of catch on?
Well, like being in a new country is pretty hard, especially if you don't know the language. I had to like learn English for 6 months before I actually started going to like a normal school. There was like a ELO school for kids that don't know English, and there was people from all different countries, and you all learn English together until the teacher feels like you're actually ready to move on. Then they will send you to like a school with people who already know English very well. So it was pretty hard, but I did it anyways. And it was also easy to be with people who were like, who, who are experiencing the same thing as you. So, and then it gets easier with time, like the longer you stay there. And I didn't stay in the school for a very long time, in the ELO school for a very long time. I only stayed there for like 5 months. And then when they saw that my English was improving, they sent me to like a normal school.
So, kind of when you first got here and you were starting to learn the language, uh, what was it? What did teachers kind of try and do to help you learn, and what was like the process like, just trying to figure out the language?
Well, we had books with image on it that like shows you what it is. Like there's like words on the bottom, and there's like a picture of what's the word saying. And we also have a computer system called Procelaston, and that was really helpful for me because you actually listen to somebody talk and then you choose the right answer to, and teachers also had like private conversations with you to like ask you questions about which learning method works best for you. And that was really helpful because then they know how to work with you based on your answers. Like because every kid learn differently. So having a private conversation kind of helps the teachers a lot too. So then they know how to teach you.
So, kind of, since you said you kind of moved from town to town, you went to a lot of different schools, did you feel like that, how did that either help or kind of hurt your process of trying to pick up the language?
Mm, that that kind of hurts it, and because then it hurt the process of learning a new language a lot because every school have different systems, and also the people that you were used to, you'll have to like leave them and then get to know new people, like, and get used to the new place, the new school, and then especially if you don't know English very well, being the new kid in school is pretty tough. Yeah, so that kind of affected my language learning ability because I was always like the new kid in school, and that's really hard. And my English wasn't that good by then.
So, kind of going into now here at Rockbridge, what have you kind of learned while you've been here at Rockbridge, and kind of how has that helped you in getting to this point where you've been able to speak pretty fluently?
Um, I had a really good teacher, Miss Bennett. She was a pretty good teacher who actually cares about your education, and she like makes sure that you're doing your work and stuff like that. So that really helped me a lot, and it also helped to increase my English. Like it helped me learn even more things. And she made us write essays and stuff. And she will talk to you if she feels like you not passing your classes, and ask you what the problem is. And that was, I felt like that was the best way to help me, because I like teachers that actually talk to me and ask me what the problem is. And if she feels like English is the problem, then she will actually tell your teachers, your other teachers, that if you have a test or something, then they can send it to her, and then she will try to help you understand the test, and that was really helpful.
Awesome. So do you have any kind of specific memories of times where you felt like you really got like a big breakthrough in trying to figure out English and try and understand the language?
Maybe when I was taking U.S. history, I felt like that was the hardest class for me, because it's about America, and I wasn't born here. Like most of the stuff is about what happened in the past, and that really like dropped my grades and my GPS, because I felt like, well, it was really hard being in a class that is talking about a country that you were not born into. So that was like my breakup. And then I had to like, but Miss B was there to like help me with the essays and stuff. And that was like the time that I felt like English was like really needed.
Mm-hmm. And so how did you kind of get through that? Like how did you kind of persevere and try and figure out like, was it through your teachers or, friends in the class, or what kind of got you through that?
I also had a pretty good teacher in my U.S. history class, although it was pretty hard for me, but the teacher was always there, like making sure that I understand and helping me out. But I also had some friends who tried to help me understand, but I don't understand. And like I said, Miss B, she was always there.